I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen, you bitch. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my clique. I need a 30 for 30. All right, we're gonna end this motherfucker as we always do, showing love and shouting out. JoJo, who you shouting out, dog?
I'm gonna shout out Derrick Henry
Okay.
for getting Ryan Tannehill paid. Because we seen what Ryan Tannehill did with Miami.
Uh-huh.
And as a matter of fact, he got him paid before he got paid. Because we know defenses was gearing up to stop Derrick Henry. So basically, the wide receivers out there playing 7-on-7 drills, 1-on-1, the same way we talked about Tim Tebow having a one pass. It was because they was like, he can't throw, so they put man coverage. Demaris hit him with a slant. He gone to the house. That's what it was with the Titans. Everybody they about put all 11 in the box to stop Henry. And basically like Tannehill, if you gonna beat us, then so be it. So shout out to Derrick Henry, man, for not only getting himself paid, but getting another grown man paid too.
I don't know if anybody did this yet. They probably did, but I'm just shouting out the Lakers and Bron and AD and all of them for winning it for Kobe, because like no matter throughout whether we said this ring, bubblegum ring, or whatever it is, still at the end of the day, is you won it for Kobe. You know what I'm saying? This the year Kobe died in. You won it for Kobe, and no matter if you hated Kobe, if you loved him, didn't like him, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That man died tragically. His daughter died tragically. You know, his family, wife and other kids suffering. So it's like when they won it, LA needed it. You know what I'm saying? The family needed it. LA needed it. The sports world needed it. So no matter what you feel about the Lakers, Bron, anybody like that, they got the job done. And you know, it was a good thing for them to win that for Kobe this year.
So can we accept that? Because he started off with a little backhanded slap at us.
It was both fun for anybody. I ain't care who won.
Oh, okay.
It was equivalent of let's say Beyonce came up to me and was like, "You cute for a short guy."
Yeah, I'm taking what Beyonce say though. Hey, okay. So you like short guys? Huh? Yeah,
T, who you shouting out, T?
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna shout out Teofimo Lopez for that victory over
boxing
over my man. God, I lost his name. Right off the top of my head. Lomachenko. Gosh, dog. I don't know why I forget that. Big victory. Big victory. And I think this could be very, very good for the sport of boxing. There was a lot of people out there that thought Lomachenko was gonna win that fight and easily.
Mm-hmm.
And young man,
they were calling him the best pound for pound, weren't they?
He was the best pound for pound. I ain't gonna say all that now because there's a man
that's
named
what I was
Crawford
hearing.
that's got a bag, got a whole bag. But Lopez had to go back up Daddy's talk. From what I saw from pre-fight stuff, Daddy went out there and basically said, "Hey man, you can't whoop my son." So
really,
yeah, I think so. And there's a lot of smoke within that whole time leading up to the fight. But I want to shout out that kid, man, because I don't think a lot of people gave him a shot. I think he was formidable. I think he would have gave Lomachenko. I think they were expecting him to take Lomachenko into the long part, to the long throws of the fight, but the boy pulled it off, and I think he's got 4 belts. So, hey, it is what it is, man. That's why the sport of boxing, I think, I think even though as much as boxing is dead to a lot of people, I think boxing can still make a comeback in this era. There are a lot of really good young fighters, man. I think people could follow the Charlo boys. I think people could follow Lopez. I think people could follow Bud Crawford. Man, it's still a good sport, but it's just one of those things that just doesn't get the money that it used to get back then. And I think we got to the point where I think UFC figured it out far, far quicker than boxing. Was that the small guys can make money. And I think the only guy that was able to figure out how to make money in boxing was Mayweather as a small guy. But Lopez, man, that was a great win for him. I want to shout him out, man. I gotta go watch the fight. I haven't watched it. I just seen all the highlights and all that crap. But big win for him, man. Much love.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, man, I got to shout out Rex Chapman. All right, for those of y'all that don't know, Rex Chapman, uh, basketball player that starred at Kentucky.
Had that spray.
Had that spray, as my brother TJ telling. Went on to the NBA. Had some good years in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no superstar, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But he played in the league. I know he played for the Suns. That's where I remember him mainly from. But what got me with Rex Chapman is watching his interview on the Knuckleheads podcast with Q Rich and Darius Miles. And that gave me a whole new respect for Rex Chapman. I had been seeing some things from him on Twitter where he'll share, like, he'll retweet like some positive shit, and he'd be like, this is the content I'm here for. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. But then hearing his interview on the Knuckleheads, like, let me know this a real ass motherfucker. Like, the man battled opioid addiction, overcame that. He said he damn near died from that shit. Overcame that. He talked about racial issues and how bullshit that is. He even talked about how he benefited from being a white basketball player. Like, he always knew that he got a little bit more round of applause if he did something than his teammates did, his black teammates did. And he called it straight out. He said it's bullshit. He said it still go on today. And then now I always kind of noticed it, but I'm even hypersensitive to it, hearing him say it. So like I told you, I'm doing my Michael Jordan research, and I see how Will Purdue had a whole fan club. Will Purdue had like a 1-800 or 1-900 hotline when he was playing with the Bulls, the early 90s Bulls, just because he was the white guy that would get checked in, and the fans could identify with him. And so Rex Chapman was like, man, that's bullshit, and it's still bullshit to this day that all this kind of stuff go on. And what prompted me to give him this shout out today is he injected himself into this presidential election. Now, he's been saying stuff online. He's vocal about being against Donald John Trump and these other motherfuckers. But he actually is in a campaign commercial for the opponent, a lady named McGrath, who's facing off against one of the most, probably the second most powerful Republican in this country, which is that maggot motherfucker Mitch McConnell from Kentucky, the Senate Majority Leader. If you don't know about politics, you need to study and figure out how politics is run. The president ain't no fucking dictator as bad as he want to be. Shit got to go through that goddamn Congress, and if you the Senate Majority Leader or the Speaker of the House, your ass got some major juice, and this basketball player, Rex Chapman, is putting his name on the line in a state like Kentucky that basically is Mississippi with some good basketball teams. They got some Final Fours. But Kentucky and Mississippi, shit, we cousins. So for this man to put his reputation on the line like that, it's some Kentucky fans that not finna like that man for that. You know what I'm saying? He gonna catch some smoke in his home state behind that. But that man was like, this shit is personal for me. I damn near died for opioid addiction. You got this motherfucker Mitch McConnell who was against trying to help folks and treat folks, quit treating drug addiction. He mentioned that as well. He talked about how back in the crack era, they were locking folks up left and right. But now some people want to try to rehabilitate folks because now it's white folks more so dealing with the opioids than the crack. Like, the dude a real motherfucker. If you don't follow Rex Chapman on social media, I advise you to do so. If you're a real one and you just want to see a guy who know the game basketball. He went on, I think, to be in the front office with the Suns as well. If not general manager, I don't know if he was general manager now, but I know he was in the front office. So he knows game basketball. and he just a real ass motherfucker. So I gotta shout that man out, man. So we appreciate y'all fucking with us again as always. Again, follow me and my brothers across all social media platforms. We own everything y'all on. Also, go ahead and put it on some on Facebook. Make sure you put it on some on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you fuck with statement tees. Look, y'all gotta get y'all one of these motherfucking statement tees. You know what I'm talking about? That's www.statementtllc.com. Y'all fuck with a shop with it, you know what I'm talking about? And make sure you fuck with anything IG Entertainment. Again, we appreciate y'all fucking with us as always. One.
Go.
Subscribe to our daddy's YouTube channel. He's the best. Hit the like button, turn on the notifications.